Hi, Carrie, and thanks so much for the opportunity to prepare you this video. So I'm going to walk you through the three things Google looks for when they're ranking a website. I know that your website is not active right now. So this is also my method to building the website that will take the #1 spot for your location and services. So let me sort of walk you through it. The first thing I'm going to do is come to Google and put in a keyword search for plumbing, Fresno, California. So a keyword is essentially any term that a potential customer would put into Google when they're looking for services. Now this is a primary keyword that you should be ranking for. And these methods apply to any services you offer and any of the locations you offer them in. So let me show you how it looks. At the top, we have the companies that are running Google Ads. Beneath this is what we call the Google Map Pack. So this is the first place you want your business ranking. And the way you get your business ranking here is by connecting your website to what we call a GMB or a Google My Business account. And it's just basically your online listing with Google. People can leave reviews here. What you want to do is you want to optimize that account. And by optimize, I mean check out these top 3 here. See how many photos they have. Add about 10 more. Make sure that your About Us section has more characters than theirs. You want to have at least 25 reviews. You don't have to beat them out in reviews if you can beat them out in the content. But the third thing that they need to optimize this Google My Business account is what we call citations. And I would typically run these 3 through a paid program that I use to see how many citations they have and essentially blow them out of the water with like an extra 100 or so. And citations are essentially online directory listings. So Google wants to see your business name, address, and phone number listed in various places, websites especially that are related to the industry you're in, and things like local Yahoo, local Yellow Pages. Your Yelp account would count as a citation, as would your social media accounts. If you're on Angie's List, Home Builders, Houzz, any of those. So that's the first place that you want your website ranking because they'll pull about 30 to 40% of the online traffic. The second place you want your website ranking is right at the top here on what we call the organic listings. You want your business ranking at the top of page 1 because they'll pull essentially the last 60% of that online traffic, and not many people will go to page 2 when they're looking for services. So I'm going to pull these top 2, Fresno Plumbing and PR Plumbing, and I'm going to show you how we rank a website organically here. You can see Fresno Plumbing is also in the map pack, which is great for them. PR Plumbing is not. So they've got some work to do up here. Okay, let's take a look at Fresno Plumbing. So the first thing Google looks for when they're ranking a website organically is content. They want to see 1,500 to 2,000 words on the homepage, and within that content should be several of these keyword terms. Google loves to crawl, and they're looking for what you do and where you do it so that they know how to rank you. So what I would do is run this homepage through a word counter, see how many words they've got there. And if they're sitting around the 1,500, you'd want to shoot for the 2,000. And again, make sure you're using several of these keyword terms. Let's take a look at PR Plumbing. Images also count as content. So they like to see images. You can save those as keywords. You basically want to get your keywords embedded in your content everywhere you can so that Google knows where to rank you and how to rank you. Again, I'd run this through a keyword search. They seem to have a little more content than Fresno Plumbing. So the second thing that Google looks for when they're ranking a website organically is what we call backlinks. And I use this program called Ahrefs to put their websites in and see what they've got. So as you can see, Fresno Plumbing has 249 backlinks coming from 49 referring domains. So a backlink is essentially a link back to your website that gives you power. And they can be things such as blog posts, guest posts, reviews, any past project websites, if you've got a supplier that likes to reference you, anything of that nature. And the great thing about this is I can click on these referring domains and see where they're getting their backlinks from and go after them and obtain the same ones for you. Again, we want to make sure we're just pulling the quality and authoritative ones. But as you can see, they have 247 keywords embedded in their content. Let's take a look and see what they've got. because I can take this list here and embed it in the content on your website. So Fresno Plumbing has a search volume of 200 per month, and they're in the #1 position. Plumbing Fresno has a search volume of 50 per month, and they're in the #1 position. Fresno Plumbing has a search volume of 200 per month, and they're in the #2 position. And you see the list just goes on and on. So Fresno has a huge search volume for plumbing. So this would be some great content. Let's take a look at the breakdown for PR Plumbing. So they have a few more backlinks, which is probably why they're outranking Fresno Plumbing a little bit. They have 866 backlinks, but again, this is a super beatable number, and coming from 116 referring domains. Again, I can click on this number and see what they're getting and what they're using, and I can click on these keywords and see which ones they're ranking for as well. They're probably a lot of the same keywords, but I would typically take anybody on that first page of Google and run them all through here to make sure we pull all the keywords necessary. You can see the huge volume of traffic they're getting, 844, and this is just because of their website. So if you're spending money on things like Angie's List or Home Builder or Houzz, investing in a website can pay for itself pretty quickly, and it's always yours. You will always own it, and it will always bring you traffic as long as you maintain these backlinks and keywords, because they do fall off, but you just need to maintain them and make sure you're always staying ahead of the competition. Thanks so much for the opportunity to prepare you this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I would love some feedback if you have just a moment, and if you could send me a quick note and let me know what you thought, that would be great. Thank you so much. Have a great day.